There comes a moment in every soul's journey where the weight gets too heavy, the silence gets too loud, and the heart whispers, "I can't do this anymore." But what if I told you, it's okay to cry, it's okay to break down, fall apart, feel lost for a moment, as long as you don't stop moving, because your tears do not make you weak, they make you real, and even in the middle of your pain, you are still allowed to rise. This is your reminder. You don't have to be unbreakable to be unstoppable. You just have to keep going. It's okay to cry and keep going. There's a moment in life when your heart feels too full of disappointment, grief, exhaustion, silence, and sometimes the only thing left to do is cry. And I'm here to tell you, that's okay. It's okay to break down. It's okay to feel everything at once. It's okay to sit in the mess, to let the tears fall, to not have it all together, because crying isn't weakness, it's wisdom. It's how the soul says, "I've carried enough. Let me rest." The pain behind the progress. Let's start with the truth. Behind every strong person, there's a quiet storm of nights they almost gave up. A hallway of closed doors. A story full of pages soaked in tears. But you don't see that. You see their glow, their strength, their confidence. What you didn't see was the time they sat on the edge of their bed. No words. Just silent pain, fighting invisible battles. And yet, they got up, and so can you. You see, pain is not the end. It's the middle. It's the shaping ground. And sometimes the bravest thing you can do is cry, and then take one more step forward. The sacredness of tears. Let's talk about those tears. We've been taught that crying is something to hide. A flaw, a breakdown, an interruption. But no, tears are sacred. They are the body's release valve. They are the heart's way of cleansing itself. They are the soul's honesty. When you cry, you are honoring the depth of what you've been carrying. You are telling yourself, "I deserve to feel. I deserve to heal. And hear me, you can cry and keep going." They are not opposites. They are companions. It's not weakness, it's strength. Some people will tell you to toughen up, to stop being so sensitive, to get over it. But don't believe them, because the real strength isn't in suppression. It's in expression. You cry, and you keep showing up. You cry, and you still choose kindness. You cry, and you still keep dreaming. That is power. That is what it means to be human. Emotions as energy. Every emotion you feel is energy in motion. Anger, sadness, frustration, loneliness. Don't stuff it down. Don't drown it in distractions. Feel it. Name it. Let it move through you. Because when you honor the emotion, you free it. And when you free it, you free yourself. Cry. Yell if you must. Then, breathe. Stand. Take the next small step. Growth through the grief. Sometimes we grieve silently. A dream that didn't happen. The person who walked away. A version of ourselves we had to let go. Grief isn't just about death. It's about letting go of expectations, hopes, timelines. And grief is a journey, but it's also a teacher. It teaches you what matters. It deepens your compassion. It sharpens your clarity. And yes, there will be tears, but there will also be breakthroughs. You're allowed to feel and move. The world tells us, push through. Don't let them see you cry. Be strong all the time. But what if we redefine strength? What if strength is the ability to feel deeply and still rise anyway? You don't have to smile through the pain. You don't have to pretend you're okay. You just have to promise yourself, I won't stay down. Even if I cry on the floor today, I will stand again tomorrow. That is resilience. Real stories, real tears. Think of the single mother, working 3 jobs, breaking down in the car, but still putting food on the table. Think of the student, crying over exam failures, but trying again and finally graduating. Think of the entrepreneur, rejected 20 times, weeping in silence before the one yes changed everything. They all cried, but they didn't quit, and neither will you. The transformation begins with truth. Your truth matters. Your feelings matter. Your story matters. Stop judging yourself for being soft. Stop apologizing for feeling too much. Stop comparing your timeline to others. You are not behind. You are right on time for your story. And if your path includes some tears, so be it. Let them fall. Let them teach you. Let them soften the hardened parts of you. Because after softness comes strength. The turning point. One day you'll look back and realize those nights you cried, they were turning points. Moments where your soul stretched. Moments where your roots grew deeper. Moments where everything broke, only to make space for something better. And those tears? They didn't make you fragile. They made you real. They made you ready. How to keep going. So how do you move forward when the tears haven't dried? One breath at a time. One honest word at a time. One small brave step at a time. You do not need to run. You do not need to have it all figured out. You just need to keep walking. Even if your pace is slow. Even if your heart is heavy. Movement is healing. Even in the presence of pain. Permission to be human. So here it is. Your permission slip. To be human. To cry. To care. To hope. To fall apart and still be worthy of rising. You don't need to be perfect to keep going. You just need to be honest. And brave enough to continue through the tears. Final words, you are not alone. If you're listening right now with tears in your eyes, I see you, and you're not alone. You're not broken. You're not weak. You're not behind. You are simply becoming. You are in the messy, powerful, sacred middle of your healing. And one day, you look back with tears of gratitude, because you'll see, you cried and you kept going. And that changed everything. If this message spoke to your heart, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Someone out there needs to hear. It's okay to cry and still rise. Let this message find them. And remember, sometimes the bravest thing you can do is cry. This channel isn't just about words. It's about healing. It's about choosing yourself one moment, one boundary, one breath at a time. Until next time, stay kind, stay strong, and most of all, stay true to you.